In what may just be the most hilarious twist in the UAP disclosure story, we may have just learned who the head of the UFO gatekeepers is, and if you don't know, well, it's Big Dick Cheney. That's right, the guy whose nickname is literally the Darth Vader of DC is rumored to be the guy in charge of the gatekeeping effort to keep the answer to the question, are we alone, from me, from you, and from humanity at large. And Cheney even embraces his galactic moniker, and even dressed up as a spirit animal on The Tonight Show with Jay Leno. And we suspect that Darth Cheney is in charge of the UFO cover-up because of recent comments made by Walter Kern, a journalist who spent the day interviewing David Grush for the County Highway, who recently stated,
I talked to a high-level UFO whistleblower last year, and I said to him, who among all the people in society is keeping this secret? Who sits atop the pyramid of classified information about UFOs? But he said, Dick Cheney.
And while the jury is still out on the credibility of this claim, this isn't the first time that the UFO Rebel Alliance has focused their sights on connecting Big Dick Cheney to the UFO cover-up, including Wendell Stevens, who decades ago claimed,
and the government is not going to open the files. We have people, prominent people, that know all about what the government is sitting on. Dick Cheney, vice president, was photographed at level 2 of S4 looking at one of 7 crash discs.
And in 2001, UFO researcher Grant Cameron was even able to ask Dick Cheney on air about his knowledge of the UFO topic.
Mr. Cheney, I have a question. Since the statement made by George Bush last July, there's been a vicious rumor circulating in the UFO community that you've been read into the UFO program. So my question to you is, in any of your government jobs, have you ever been briefed on the subject of UFOs? And if you have, when was it and what were you told?
Well, if I had been briefed on that, I'm sure it was probably classified and I couldn't talk about it.
And I can't think of anyone better suited or willing to withhold basic fundamental truths of our collective existence from us in exchange for military advantage and profit. Think about it. He's one of the most powerful men to ever straddle the line between the U.S. military and the weapons industry. And he possibly has the influence to persuade the military to engage in conflicts that result in lucrative contracts being awarded for the development of the next generation of our war-fighting machines. And this arrangement ensures that the military-industrial complex that Eisenhower warned us about continues to eat good and grow its power and influence over our elected officials. So yeah, maybe Dick Cheney really is the UFO Darth Vader. And yeah, that makes you part of the UAP Rebel Alliance. Now ask yourself, do you think Dick Vader is in charge of the organization to cover up the UFO topic that Lou Elizondo recently described as...
There is absolutely a cabal, an organized group of individuals who have a comprehensive understanding of the U.S. government's involvement in the UAP topic going back decades. They are very influential, and they guard this information jealously. In the past, they have been able to exercise extreme influence, and I cannot overstate the terminology I'm using here, okay, to keep this conversation squelched.